Oleksandr Usyk has firmly entrenched himself as one of boxing's all-time greats, a figure whose brilliance in the ring has sparked widespread admiration and debate. His journey from cruiserweight to heavyweight, marked by an undefeated record and a string of victories over some of the sport's biggest names, has elevated him to a level where comparisons to legends like Muhammad Ali, Evander Holyfield, and Lennox Lewis are not just warranted but necessary. At 38, Usyk's ability to dominate opponents with a combination of technical mastery, ring intelligence, and adaptability has left fans, analysts, and fellow fighters in awe. His recent performances, particularly his emphatic knockout of Daniel Dubois in the 5th round, have only solidified his reputation as a fighter who transcends eras and weight classes. What makes Usyk's achievements so remarkable is his ability to succeed against the odds. Transitioning from cruiserweight to heavyweight is no small feat in a sport where size often dictates outcomes. Yet, Usyk has not only competed but dominated, defeating top-tier heavyweights like Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Daniel Dubois, each twice. His victories are not built on raw power or overwhelming physicality but on a cerebral approach that combines elite footwork, precise timing, and an almost unmatched ability to read and outmaneuver opponents. This skill set has drawn praise from boxing luminaries like Terence Crawford, Lennox Lewis, Vladimir Klitschko, and Teddy Atlas, all of whom highlight Usyk's technical brilliance and mental fortitude as the cornerstones of his success. Crawford, a pound-for-pound great in his own right, has been one of Usyk's most vocal supporters. He's consistently backed Usyk in major heavyweight matchups, including against Tyson Fury, emphasizing the Ukrainian's complex footwork, combination punching, and ability to neutralize larger opponents. Crawford's prediction that Usyk's movement-based style would overwhelm Fury proved prophetic, as Usyk outclassed the towering Brit in 2 convincing victories. These wins were not flukes or narrow decisions, but demonstrations of Usyk's ability to impose his will on even the most formidable opponents. Crawford's analysis underscores a key aspect of Usyk's dominance. His skill transcends physical disadvantages, making him a puzzle that even the biggest and strongest heavyweights struggle to solve. Lennox Lewis, a former undisputed heavyweight champion, has also drawn parallels between Usyk and the greats of his era, such as Holyfield, Mike Tyson, and Riddick Bowe. Lewis believes Usyk's technical prowess and ring IQ would have made him a formidable contender in the golden age of heavyweights. While Lewis humorously noted that Usyk might have struggled against his own devastating uppercut, he acknowledged that Usyk's adaptability and intelligence would have posed problems for any fighter from that era. This comparison carries significant weight, coming from someone who thrived in one of boxing's most competitive periods. Lewis's endorsement highlights Usyk's ability to bridge generational gaps, his style blending the finesse of a smaller fighter with the durability needed to compete at heavyweight. Teddy Atlas, a renowned trainer and analyst, has gone so far as to declare Usyk untouchable among today's fighters. He points to Usyk's psychological edge as a critical factor in his dominance. During his first fight against Dubois, Atlas observed how Usyk's commanding presence and confidence visibly unsettled his opponent from the opening bell. Dubois, despite his physical gifts and power, appeared hesitant and uncertain, unable to match Usyk's poise. Atlas likened Dubois to an awkward kid at a party, searching for a way to fit in while Usyk exuded the aura of a champion. This psychological warfare, combined with Usyk's technical mastery, creates a daunting challenge for any opponent. Atlas's analysis suggests that Usyk's greatness lies not just in his physical skills but in his ability to dominate mentally before a single punch is thrown. Usyk's victories over Dubois, particularly the most recent one, have been described as effortless. What many anticipated would be a tough challenge turned into a showcase of Usyk's superiority. The 5th round knockout was a statement of his ability to dismantle opponents with precision and patience, maintaining control from start to finish. This performance left no doubt about the gap in class between Usyk and his contemporaries. Boxing analysts have noted that Usyk's ability to finish fights with such ease at 38 defies the expectations of age and wear in a grueling sport like boxing. His performances continue to raise the bar, prompting discussions about where he ranks among the all-time greats. Usyk's journey began in the cruiserweight division, where he achieved undisputed status and won the Muhammad Ali Trophy, cementing his place among the sports elite. His dominance at cruiserweight alone would have secured his legacy, but his decision to move up to heavyweight and take on the division's biggest names has elevated him to another level. Beating Joshua, Fury, and Dubois, each twice, demonstrates not just skill but consistency at the highest level. These are not one-off victories but systematic dismantlings of the best heavyweights of this generation. Usyk's ability to clear out both the cruiserweight and heavyweight divisions in under 25 fights is a testament to his efficiency and greatness. The boxing world is now grappling with how to place Usyk in the historical context of the sport. Some argue he's already a top 5 all-time great, while others place him in the top 10, citing his two-division undisputed reigns and victories over elite competition. One fan's ranking places Usyk at number 8, behind figures like Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Roy Jones Jr. This ranking acknowledges Usyk's incredible resume while recognizing the depth of boxing history. However, the debate over whether Usyk surpasses Ali in skill, if not in cultural impact, is gaining traction. Ali's resume, bolstered by his victories over legends like Joe Frazier and George Foreman, remains a benchmark, but Usyk's technical brilliance and dominance across weight classes make a compelling case. What sets Usyk apart is his reliance on skill over power. Unlike many heavyweights who lean on size or knockout ability, Usyk wins through superior technique, footwork, and timing. His fights are masterclasses in strategy, as he reads opponents like a chess grandmaster, adjusting his approach round by round. This ring IQ, described by analysts as instinctive and nearly impossible to replicate, allows him to control distance, pace, and angles with surgical precision. Opponents, no matter how powerful, struggle to trap or outsmart him. This was evident in his fights against Fury, where he neutralized the Brit's size advantage with relentless movement and combination punching, and against Dubois, where he turned a potential slugfest into a one-sided clinic. Usyk's psychological edge is another factor that elevates him above his peers. His confidence and composure in the ring create a sense of inevitability, as if he knows he's already won before the fight begins. This was particularly evident in his rematch with Dubois, where the younger fighter entered with momentum from a win over Joshua but quickly found himself outclassed. Usyk's ability to impose his will, both mentally and physically, was on full display as he dismantled Dubois with precision, culminating in a knockout that left no room for debate. This ability to break opponents down systematically, as Tony Bellew described after facing Usyk himself, is a hallmark of his style. Bellew recounted how Usyk's relentless pace and technical pressure left him drained by the 7th round, a sentiment echoed by many who have stepped into the ring with the Ukrainian. The question of who Usyk should fight next is a topic of heated discussion. Some argue he has nothing left to prove and should retire, having achieved everything possible in the sport, undisputed titles in 2 weight classes, the Muhammad Ali Trophy, and victories over the biggest names in heavyweight boxing. Others believe he should continue, given his lack of visible decline at 38. Tyson Fury has been vocal about wanting a third fight, insisting he can change the outcome despite 2 clear losses. However, most observers see little need for a trilogy, as Usyk's dominance over Fury was conclusive. A third fight with Anthony Joshua or a bout with Derek Chisora, another name floated, also seems unnecessary given Usyk's prior victories and the lack of fresh challenges they present. If Usyk were to continue, a fight against someone like Joseph Parker or Ajit Cabale, who have earned their shot through recent wins, might make more sense. Alternatively, a matchup with Deontay Wilder, one of the few big names Usyk hasn't faced, could be intriguing, though many believe Usyk's skill would overwhelm Wilder's power. Usyk's Ukrainian background adds another layer to his story. Unlike fighters from the UK or US, who often benefit from significant media attention, Usyk has had to earn his recognition through sheer performance. British audiences, in particular, were slow to embrace him, perhaps due to his victories over their homegrown stars like Joshua, Fury, and Dubois. Yet, behind the scenes, Usyk was quietly perfecting his craft, training with relentless discipline, and preparing to shock the world. His rise from underdog to undisputed champion is a testament to his work ethic and belief in himself, qualities that have endeared him to fans who now recognize his brilliance. Vladimir Klitschko, who sparred with Usyk years ago, has spoken about the Ukrainian's technical prowess, noting that his success stems from refined skills rather than physical attributes. Klitschko's endorsement carries weight, as he himself was a dominant heavyweight champion known for his technical approach. He described Usyk as a fighter who combines the movement of a lightweight with the accuracy of a seasoned veteran, a rare combination in the heavyweight division. This assessment aligns with the broader consensus that Usyk's style is a throwback to an era when boxing was as much about artistry as it was about power. As the debate over Usyk's place in history intensifies, his record speaks for itself. With a 62.5% knockout rate, undefeated status, and a resume that includes multiple wins over Fury, Joshua, and Dubois, he has left an indelible mark on the sport. His ability to dominate two weight classes, coupled with his victories in enemy territory, against Glowacki in Poland, Bridis in Latvia, Gassiv in Russia, and Bellew in the UK, demonstrates his fearlessness and versatility. These accomplishments, achieved in under 25 fights, place him in rare company. For now, Usyk's future remains uncertain. In a recent interview, he hinted at taking a well-deserved rest but stopped short of confirming retirement. Whether he chooses to continue or retire, his legacy is secure. He has redefined what it means to be a heavyweight champion, proving that skill, intelligence, and heart can overcome even the most daunting physical challenges. As fans and analysts continue to marvel at his achievements, one thing is clear: Oleksandr Usyk is not just a champion of his era but a fighter whose greatness will be celebrated for generations to come.